Lugon's Dort is going to turn it over. You sprint back. There is no excuse for Kevin Huerter to be outrunning you in transition. This help comes a little late, but it gets here. Lugon's Dort's coming over to help. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rotates to the corner right here. So if you're Josh Giddey, you got to stay home on Kevin Huerter. At least you got to be seeing Kevin Huerter and the ball. You're not doing anything. There's no responsibility for you other than to stay with Kevin Huerter right now. Not giving up 2-on-1s. Chet Holmgren needs to get up. Jalen Williams can easily switch this. You'll have help here with Lugon's Dort. You give up 2-on-1s. I mean, this is a joke. Again, you're giving up 2-on-1s. I don't know what there is to say. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's got to get underneath. You're going to switch here. You have help right here. Okay, so I can force right into this help right here. Okay, you're giving up 2-on-1s. Who's coaching this? First of all, the Kings get this board. If you're Josh Giddey, just get back. This gamble is terrible. So now you're not back on defense. All right, stop. So now Jalen Williams here. So if Jalen Williams not taking the ball, Lugon's Dort wants to take the ball, fine. Then you got to make sure Jalen Williams knows to come here. Now, Josh Giddey should be back, and this shouldn't be a problem, but there's no communication either. Okay, so again, the Thunder were in their stupid drop coverage, but Jalen Williams is back here. So if you're Isaiah Joe, okay, I got to get back over here and find Kevin Huerter. Like Isaiah Joe, over. You're just standing in the middle of nowhere. Thunder are again. What a poorly coached disaster. You're doing your little 2-on-1 defense. Jalen Williams is up. There's help right here. Case and Wallace can switch onto Sabonis. You give up 2-on-1s. This is a poorly coached disaster. Jalen Williams, it does not matter. You're guarding out here. I got to sprint back and get in the gaps. How are you not in the gaps here? That's insane. The Thunder coaches are an embarrassment to basketball. Chet Holmgren has to switch. Okay, you're going to have gap help right here if you need it. Case and Wallace is underneath. You're just giving up the lane. So, of course, this collapses the defense and leaves Keegan Murray. Rip and go, open jumper. The Thunder, this is comedy at this point. A disgrace to basketball. Switch, please, underneath. I have gap help everywhere. This is a layup line. Mark Daigneault, this is embarrassing. Don't guard like this if you're Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm over here with my back to the baseline, so I have help in the gaps. My feet are set. I can stunt. I can recover. The Thunder, though, Mark Daigneault, terrible coach. And you're Jalen Williams in transition. I got to sprint back. It doesn't matter. I'm guarding Kevin Huerter. I got to get in the gaps. Look at this. Why are you jogging? If you're Josh Giddey on this box out, stop. I can't be standing straight up. I got to use the lower half of my body to move Keegan Murray out of the paint. You're letting him stay in there. You're not boxing out. Again, on this box out, you're Chet Holmgren. I got to use the lower half of my body and drive. I got to move Sabonis out of the paint. You drive the lower half of your body. You're keeping him in the paint. If the Thunder want to run this stupid drop coverage, you're going to have backside help here because you have to, because Jalen Williams can't guard two people. Lugon's Dort has got to stay wide because you're going to X out here. If this ball gets swung here, Lugon's Dort's going here, Isaiah Joe's going here. You can't have Isaiah Joe in the paint and then getting out. Okay, again, the problem with drop coverage as opposed to just switching where you'd have help here and here is that Jalen Williams is dropping all the way to the paint. So besides the fact this is wide open, now Jalen Williams has to leave his feet. So who's going to be left to box out? No one. If you see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting trapped right here, Isaiah Joe's got to immediately come to the ball. Once the Thunder pass out of this, they have numbers. But Isaiah Joe is going away from the ball. It's not the Thunder players. They have amazing talent. The coaching is a disaster. Again, so because you're trying to fight over the top of the screen, running your stupid drop coverage, just get underneath. Switch. Chet Holmgren can just force Keegan Murray right into help. He's fine. But instead, you're trying to fight over the top. You end up falling trying to fight over the top of the screen, which you shouldn't have been having to do anyways. And this is just like... Why is Jalen Williams, first of all, gambling on what? Just sprint back. Look at Jalen Williams. What is that? So, and then you stop. If you're Lugon's Dort, please sprint back. You can get over here to Davion Mitchell. This lack of effort is just beyond the pale. Has to be a switch. First of all, you just simply don't defend this down screen. This should be a switch. It's guard to guard right here. So you don't defend that. That's why Lindy Waters is an hour late to defend this handoff right here. This has to be a switch too. Jalen Williams up. Like, there can be no thoughts. Lindy Waters to Sabonis. But instead, it's the Thunder, so of course everything's wrong about it. Okay, yes, the Thunder are in their reprehensible drop coverage, just giving Kevin Huerter an open jumper here, but that's not the problem. Jalen Williams recovers to Sabonis. Isaiah Joe's got to go find Keon Ellis and box out. We don't need two people boxing out Sabonis. Okay, the Thunder just pick and choose. Some screens will defend, some screens we just won't. Jalen Williams got to get attached, okay, to Kevin Huerter, and I'm jamming Keegan Murray as he comes through, okay? But I'm never unattached, so you don't do anything about this screen. So Keegan Murray is open here coming off this screen. So Jalen Williams has got to flinch to come and help. So now Kevin Huerter is going to fly off a down screen that you have no chance of getting over. So this must be a switch, but, it's the Thunder, like a poorly coached team. That's what bad coaching looks like.